Time in a thick wire, strapped to the mark on my wrist, tattooed upon my body, is a trench watch. The hands of time tell the revolution of an identical style that is enameled by the dial, and where the numerals are telling me that hand over hand is time past the switch, wherein the modern wrist was taken off and it's tattooed there where my heart is. It's manufactured by the rest of my life, and the progress therein of myself chained to the frequency of the decorated silver. No, this is the enamel of wood. There is no pendant there upon my arm, no club, no society association. I'm a fanboy of self, and I'm a total nerd, and this is where it comes off, because I'm a children's novel, like The Wizard of Somewhere Else, in a land so far gone that I must have time traveled there. And the elf gave me the technology as he put the tattoo upon my arm, and therein the self was functionally, hypothetically, and actually articulated into an experience intervening a self in a different period. That's right. I went forward, but this isn't where I wanted to go, because I don't only need to know what the future says, and the elements of the ambiguous, and all the suggestive travel, and the anxiety of not being able to touch anything or going back. That's where I wanted to go. But the myth is that this tale of folks in the ancient lore therein is the mythology of I want to travel, and maybe this is the earliest known tale left by someone traveling forward from the distant. I am a Ronin to myself in my own time, and maybe I'm just a fisherman, or maybe I'm looking for Totoro. And man, that would be modern, because, well, this is the beautiful treasury of history, and I'm okay with being forgotten, because the science of my fiction is not a novel. It is the pretend narrative of myself being passed on, and I ain't nothing like Aristotle, and this is the anthology of my own narrative fiction, and I'm telling you that it's not comfortable looking at the self in the mirror, because, well, I'm a skeptical reader, and I can't nod at myself because, well, I haven't slept in days, and there's no reason to admit that the wristwatch on my arm isn't from an ancient trench wherein the adaptation of the service to the watch in the military was a World War I practical, non-combat, into combat trench warfare addiction wherein my wrist was incorporated a tattoo and adapting to wear myself into the unknown. This is the purpose of myself being projected into a paradox, the future, and I don't even know what the omega, the long time of the reduction of myself will be in the virtual identical style of myself. I can't even tell you. Maybe you should travel too, and therein we will inherit the hinge of the back cover, and we'll unlock it, and therein we will find the round shape of a picture, and then that picture will be a mirror, and that mirror will reflect nothing, because this is the temptation of a vampire to go back and forth in history from the 16th to the 21st and maybe the 31st century, wherein the world will be flat, just like it was in the past, and the pockets will adorn pendants that were once watches upon our wrists, and we'll go together and we'll read the paper of our own history.